Okay, welcome back to lesson 8 of S201. So today's lesson is going to be on corporate wellness, right? Okay, so but for this week and for all subsequent weeks, we will gather together to be doing our physical activity as a whole. That means 3 classes will be together. So you all have already met each other, right? Say hi. Say hi to one another, okay? You all have met each other before, right? Yes, you have met before for the Silverfest meetings. Okay, so for today's physical activity, you'll be doing a mass fitness exercise. Alright, so you're going to do a mass fitness exercise that is usually conducted for staff in RP. So why is it that you're doing this? It's because you are going to experience an activity that is usually conducted for staff for the purpose of enhancing their physical wellness. Okay? So before you go into the activity, let me give you a brief background because today's problem, which I'm going to release now, so this is something else that's going to be happening. I'm going to release the problem statement right here, okay, to all the 3 classes right now. Okay? So before we start the physical activity, let me give you some background on the people that you're going to be focusing on today in your problem. Okay? So this is whom you're going to be focusing on. You're going to be focusing on Republic Polytechnic staff. Okay, so Republic Polytechnic staff, there are a total, as you know, for you guys, there are a total of 15,000 students. Right? Do you know that there's 15,000 students? Don't know? Okay, so this includes both the full-time, which is you guys, and the part-time as well. So this is 15,000 in total. Now, all of these 15,000 students are taken care of by how many staff? 1,100 staff. Okay? Now, this 1,100 staff includes 710 who are academic staff. So these are the full-time academic staff who actually teach, right? Like myself, Jeremy, and so on. Okay? So we are the ones who actually teach. And anybody submitted MCs for LA recently? Anybody? No, so you're all very healthy, right? No need to submit MCs, But if you have submitted MCs to get LA, then these will be to the corporate staff at One Stop Center. So they are the corporate staff who actually support academic operations. Okay, so just to let you know, why is it that you need to know that there is this number of staff? Because as I will review later, today's lesson, you need to conduct an interview. Right? You need to later on go and find persons so you can find any of the staff and conduct interviews for them. Okay, so this is part of today's problem. Okay, don't look so sad, right? It'll be fun. Okay? Alright, now this leads us to what you're going to be doing today. Right? This is what you're going to be doing in 1 minute's time. Alright? So you're going to be doing a mass fitness activity. So you're expert already, right? So you guys just follow, later on just follow the instructors on screen, alright? So the instructors on screen, these are actually my students who are actually trained Zumba and K-pop X fitness instructors as well. So they actually have been trained to conduct fitness activities for staff. So you just follow what they're doing on screen and imagine that you are actually taking part in a fitness activity. Alright? Okay, so now when you are conducting this, when you are actually doing this activity, right? When you're doing this activity, I would like you to keep in mind, right? I would like you to keep in mind what do you need to take note of, right, during the activity. Right? Sorry, can I have your kind attention, please? My apologies. Right? So I would like you to take note of what is happening during the activity, and later on I will ask you questions on what you need to take note of. Okay? So without further ado, spread yourselves out, right, and get ready. We're going to start. Okay, so spread yourselves out. Okay, get ready. Right, so watch the video. Okay, so the first song will be starting. Like I said, Okay, everyone, get ready. bang, bang. Alright, very good. K-pop song.
난 더 좋아져
Get ready.
Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it.
Okay, I tell her bring it back like she loves something. Bring it back like she loves something. In the club with the lights off, but you ain't a shot for. Come and show me that you're with it.
Just give me you. And if you say it's true, and it's true, I'm giving it to you. I've been thinking about stuff. Girl, I can back it up. I think I'ma play you bluff. Hurry up, I'm looking out for. See me in the spotlight, ooh, love your style. Show me what you got, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time. See me in the spotlight, ooh, love your style. Show me what you got, now come on, make it worth my while. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. It's all on you. It's all on you. So what you wanna do? And if you don't have a clue, then I tell you what to do. Cold hearted just because I don't like when you run it. I like it a lot. Not too much, maybe just enough. See me in the spotlight, ooh, I love your style. Show me what you got, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time. See me in the spotlight, ooh, I love your style. Show me what you got now, come on, make it worth my while. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it.
Okay, I tell her bring it back like she loves something. Bring it back like she loves something. In the club with the lights off, but you ain't a shot for. Come and show me that you're with it. Stop playing, now you know that I'm with it. But you ain't a shot for.
See me in the spotlight, ooh, I love your style. Show me what you got, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time. See me in the spotlight, ooh, I love your style. Show me what you got now, come on, make it worth my while. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it.
Alright, great job. So now it's time for the cool down. Right, now it's time for cool down, last song.
미안해 하지마 내가 초라해지잖아 말가는 예쁨이 싫어 어서 나를 걸까 나는 괜찮아 마지막으로 나를 바라봐줘 아무렇지 않은 듯 웃어줘
Okay, well done. Thank you very much, everyone, for the very good effort. Huh? Okay, so now that you have actually experienced the dance fitness routine, right? So were you keeping an eye out for any possible issues just now when you were doing this? No, no. Okay, so can I seek your feedback? Now that you have done this, right? Did you actually notice any issues, right, that you want to surface that may have actually been observed while conducting this activity? So shall we start with E55H? Right, E55H, anybody? Yes? So any issues that you want to surface that were actually that you want to highlight that we should have actually done during the activity?
I think the space, everyone is very compact together and I mean very squeezy. I almost smacked my friend's head. So yeah, I think the space is the biggest issue.
Okay, thank you very much. There you go, sir. Okay, so thank you very much. You heard what he said over there, E55H, right? So one of the things that we may actually improve is that the space, right, is a little bit cramped. So we want to actually look at spacing people out so that you don't hit one another. Okay, so E36K. E36K, what do you notice about the routine just now? Anything that you want to highlight? Yes, Hogi?
Very like low intensity and then I think like it's very high intensity. So it's like
Okay, so you heard from Hong Yi, right? She mentioned that the activity, we didn't actually progress well from low to high intensity. There should actually be a more gentle progression. If not, what will happen? There will be injury, right? Okay, so now can I ask E36Q? Yes, E36Q, what feedback would you like to give about this activity that we've just done?
maybe for like every interval, right, check the okay.
Everyone, you heard what she said? There you go. Alright, so what she said, sorry, what's her name again? Shah, okay. So what Shah said is that we should actually have started off with asking everyone whether or not they are okay. Why, if not, what if somebody is not feeling very well and then they actually overexert themselves, right? So that's something else that we could have done. So with the feedback that has been provided, right, I would like you to keep this in mind because later on, right, you need to do a risk assessment of this activity as well. It's part of your deliverable for today. So keep this in mind. Identify amongst yourselves any other possible issues and later surface it during your presentations. Now, I'm going to let you know what's going to happen after we leave this room. Right? So after we leave this room, you are going to access a place that students have not had a chance to go to before. Right? So you have the privilege of going to a place that's uncharted waters for students. So where are you going to be headed? This is where you're going to be going. You're going to see our staff recreational facilities. Okay? So the first place you're going to go to, all of these will be at E1, which is next door across the pond. Right? So later on, your lecturers will bring you to E1. First, you're going to go to the gym. Then you're going to go to the recreational room. So the recreational room is where there's all the pool tables. Right? Something similar to what you all have in the library. But in the library, I was told that you have to pay how much? $2, right, to use it. So this one, for staff, they get to play it anytime for free. Right? But it must be a staff. Okay? And next, there's also the relaxation corner. So relaxation corner, there's all the different massage chairs. So you get to see, yes, especially the spa students right there. Yeah? Okay? So there's the massage chairs and there's a few other facilities there to promote relaxation. So later on, your class, right, E36Q, you start off at the staff gym. Okay? So spend 5 minutes in that room looking out for any risks. Okay, so be observant. There's about at least 10 different issues. Some rooms even more. There's about 15 issues that you need to be observant, identify when you walk to the room, and keep your eyes open as well. E36K, later on we will start off at the staff recreation room. Okay? And E55H, you will start off at the relaxation corner. Okay? So later on, you will all start off as these three locations. Keep an eye out for the different issues, because later as I review, you will need to do something. You need to do what is called a risk assessment. Okay? So you need to do a risk assessment based on what you have seen in these locations. So, anybody done risk assessment before? Anybody done risk assessment before? Under a different module, page 222, is it? No. Oh, outside one, okay. So who else has done risk assessment? You ever done? No? Anybody done risk assessment over here? How about ESES? You've done before? Done before? Okay. Okay. What do you know what do you know, or how will you describe risk assessment? What is it? What is risk assessment to you? Okay. So you are identifying risks, so you're finding risks, and these risks may be a problem. So what do you need to do after you've identified the risks? Who else has done? Anybody else? You've done before? Okay, so what do you do? He mentioned, right? You identify the risk. What do you do after you have identified the risk? Okay. Alright, very good. So you assess the risk first, right? Is it a high risk, low risk, right? Or medium or so on. And then after you have assessed the risk, then I heard somebody say something. Huh? Okay, so what action will you take? What action will you take? Marina? Yeah, you said it just now. Okay. Just drink water. Okay. What's the thing that you do when you want to take action? What is the key word? Okay. Report is one of the actions. Overall, the word starting with M, I heard somebody mention just now. Manage, right? So you come up with plans to manage the risk. Okay? Got it? So later on, in class, you will be taught this risk assessment framework. Those of you who have done it before, very good. It's nothing new to you. But you'll be taught this risk assessment framework. You need to apply this risk assessment framework to all of these facilities that you're going to visit later. Okay? Can Okay, the next thing we're going to do is this. Alright, so in addition to the risk assessment, you are also going to do what we call an assessment of the needs of the organization. Alright, so first, you are going to look at what kind of programs RP staff has. So just now, the previous slide, you are going to visit what facilities they have, right? So now, in your learning path, there's going to be something, there's a folder with all the emails from the Office of Human Resources. So they will actually inform the staff what activities they have. So later on in your teams, download the materials, look through all of the emails and see what kind of activities there are. So that will actually tell you what kind of activities and programs are planned for the staff. So just now the Zumba that you did and the K-pop X fitness, these are examples of mass fitness exercises that are also included in the programs that are planned for staff. Okay, Ken? Now, next, we will do something else which requires you to interact directly with the staff, and this is it. Okay, you're going to be conducting a needs assessment. So needs assessment refers to an interview. Okay, so what you are going to be doing is you are going to be conducting interviews for in each team you need to find at least 3 staff. Okay, so just go around, look for facilitators, look for anybody along the walkway, preferably among the 1,100 staff. That means either academic or corporate staff. and you will ask them questions that will surface their understanding of what are the initiatives and also what they want to see improved. Then from there, you will do something about it. Now, I'm going to show you an example video. This is actually a sample interview. So I'd like you to take a look, right, at the questions that I've actually asked the staff. So this staff is actually my former colleague. She is actually a corporate staff. So she's working in the office of the registrar. So corporate staff have got several concerns and they've also got several needs. So do take a look at this 4-minute video and see what are the questions that you will apply later on to your interview. Alright, so I will play the video and be observant.
So I would like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Okay.
So first of all, right, what I have here is a chart
So just take a look at it.
that depicts different characteristics associated with different aspects of wellness. In this case, the first tier would be physical, mental, social, and emotional. So I'd like you to take a look at these characteristics and maybe let me know based on whether or not you actually.
Okay, so this is the
meet
first
these
question.
characteristics.
I'm actually showing her this questionnaire.
How would you
It's
rate
actually
yourself
in your
on a
in your
scale of
worksheet.
1 to 5?
So I asked her to rate herself.
Maybe for physical wellness, I would say
So you see what it says.
I
This is the
do
first
need
question.
most of them, so I'll say 5.
Okay.
5 for myself.
Alright.
Okay, then for mental wellness, recognizes my creative, stimulating mental activities. Probably a 3.
Okay.
For social wellness, I think 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Then for emotional,
You all remember your dimensions of wellness?
4 out of 5.
Remember, right?
Okay,
Just
thank
started
you.
from
Thank you very much. I've noted that. So, with this,
Okay, this is the next question. Question
request
number
for
2.
you to
Question
maybe
number 2.
identify
Right, take
three
note.
corporate wellness initiatives that you have experienced in RP. This can be in the form of any kinds of programs, or maybe facilities that you use, or even policies that you have found that are beneficial to you and have contributed to your wellness status. So, any three will do.
What I can think of is the staff gym that is located at E1 level 9.
Okay.
It's a convenient location for me to put in a quick workout during my lunch break.
Okay.
So that's very useful. Another corporate wellness program I can think of is the mass fitness Zumba session that RP provides for free. Yeah, it's a good place for me to work out with my colleagues.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice.
One more. RP offers telecommuting for staff on a 1 week.
So take note of what are the
So I really
answers
appreciate
that
this
staff usually
opportunity
gives as
given
well.
to work
Okay,
from
you receive
home
different.
once a week, and it gives me the more time to spend with my family.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's good.
So that's the end of
So,
the second question.
thank you for your responses. Those are very useful indeed. I've noticed that mainly what you've identified, these
Yeah.
are mostly addressing the physical and the social aspects of wellness, but I don't really see much in terms of mental and emotional.
Okay, so here comes the
So,
question number 3.
do you happen to know
Yeah,
of
question
any
number 3.
programs that might address these dimensions?
Definitely, I think that mental wellness is very important, especially for us to keep our mind active.
Okay.
Yeah, because currently in my nature of work is somewhat repetitive, and maybe it does not stimulate the mind as much as I would like to. Currently, I don't think RP offers any program on mental and wellness in this aspect. So probably it would be good to have some programs on this aspect.
Okay, that would be nice. Okay, so
Okay, so
we
that
will do
is
this,
question number 10 or question number 3.
Now, lastly, right?
Now, question number 4.
Ask if you would like to recommend any changes to any of the corporate wellness initiatives in RP, and also if there are any initiatives that you have in mind that you think would be useful and you would like to see introduced here, maybe you could
Question 4,
perhaps let us know as well.
Okay. Perhaps what RP can do is to offer some incentives to staff to on physical activities. Maybe they can come up with a point system such that if we do a certain amount of workout, then we will get some points. And these points can be exchanged for vouchers or discounts on certain apparels or equipment, sport equipment. Yes, maybe that will be useful for staff to encourage us to do more in our physical activity.
Okay, that's a good idea. Anything else you want to see that that could be introduced in RP?
Maybe RP can consider giving staff an option to opt in for standing tables in our office instead of, because most of us are just sitting in the office. Most of us in the corporate offices are sitting in the offices most of the time. So if we have the option to have standing tables, that would be good for us, and we can alternately sit
Okay,
down.
so that's, I'll just stop the videos here.
Alright, so thank you very much.
Alright, so I just stop the video here. Just a very quick recap, right? Now, we are asking the staff later on, right? 4 questions. Now, this is important because later on, you guys are going to be crafting interview questions, short interview questions, and you're going to go out and find innocent victims, right? Grab them and ask them questions. Now, just to take note, our S201 lecturers are exempted from the interview, so don't ask us the questions now, because no point asking us. Try and find some other stuff around. So, remember the first question, right? I actually gave a piece of paper to let the staff see. So you will also have this in your worksheet later. It is to assess the level of wellness. Okay? So, what other questions did I actually ask? Wait, let me get your rewards first. Okay. Snickers can, okay. Alright, so what was the second question after I actually assessed the staff's level of wellness? Any takers from E55H? E55H, yes sir? Do you remember what's the second question?
What are the programs offered by RP for the staff?
Okay, very good. So you can ask, okay, this is yours, thank you. Enjoy your Snickers bar. Okay, so second question. Ask the staff to identify what are the corporate wellness programs in RP that they actually enjoy. Yes? Sandy got a question, yes? Huh? Okay, so that's one of the that's one of the answers that the staff actually gave, yes, and then she also mentioned what else? Okay, which is what you just said. Okay, see, no, that's not the question I'm gonna ask you, but I'll just give you a reward anyway. Okay, thank you. So can I ask what's the second question? Sorry, what's the third question, Claire?
It was about emotional and social development. The programs were introduced on this area.
Okay, so it was the areas that were not
Very well.
okay, got it? Okay, so just yours. Alright, so Claire, you have correctly identified. What you do is that after you've actually spoken to the staff and found out what's the level of wellness, and also you have identified what the staff recognizes as the good programs, what does the staff think can actually be improved, or which actually is not covered very well. So she actually mentioned that mental wellness was not very well covered. Okay? So after you have done this, what's the last question that you will ask the staff? Okay. Sorry, any changes in the?
Any changes to the corporate wellness initiatives at RP?
Okay, so are there any changes in the corporate wellness initiatives in RP or anything else that can be improved or introduced? Yes. Okay, so give you. Okay. All right. So the last question, right? You want to find out, right, what the staff would like to propose, what new programs the staff would like to propose. So seek input from them. So this is actually an important process because you are slowly trying to get the staff to tell you what they want to see. And from there, this will give you the ammunition to come up with a very good corporate wellness plan. that you can then use to propose to management. Okay, so I'll tell you why this is important in a short while. So let me just go back to the briefing. Okay, so as mentioned just now, you are going to be doing a risk assessment, and thank you for those of you who have told us what risk assessment is about. You are going to be doing a risk assessment on all of the locations that we'll be heading to shortly in about 5 minutes. In addition to that, you also will be doing risk assessment on the activity you all did this morning, which you have all done very well. So, by the way, give yourselves a clap. I've seen very good coordination. Great job. So, I think the video has been, Mr. Jeremy has taken the video. Later on, I think he will share it with your respective lecturers and you can go back and see yourself dancing. Okay? So, the video of yourselves dancing is also good because you can use that as source material to do your risk assessment as well for today's class. Okay? Got that, huh? Okay, now another place that I can suggest that you can go and do a risk assessment is E-Canteen, right? Which is the E6 canteen. So you may want to later on during your lunch break, just go around there, see whether you have any places that you want to identify that may have potential risk. Now there will be, you need to do in your teams 9 different risk assessments. Okay, 9, right? 9 different risk assessments. So go and find 9 different risk assessments, or rather we call this RAMs. Have you all heard this term RAMs before? Okay, so risk assessment and management. You need to do 9 different areas, right, of identification and management of risk. Okay? Now, this then brings us to what exactly you are doing today. So, today's main deliverable, what you need to deliver for today's class in order for your lecturers to give you A, right? This is what you need to do. Having done your needs assessment, having done your risk assessment, what you need to do then is form companies. So you all can go and form companies. If you want to register on ICRA, also can. Right? Form companies, and these companies will actually be consultants to RP to see how they can improve their corporate governance initiative. So that is today's deliverable, right? Today's problem, this is it. Okay? And in addition to that, in addition to seeing how through the needs assessment, through the risk assessment you can improve, you need to also adhere to this thing known as the Singapore Health Award. So I will not tell you what this is, but later on you need to find out and you need to use this as a benchmark, right? So that you'll be able to do well. Okay, so with this, we will now go to the next phase of the first learning phase. Our lecturers will bring you to the respective locations. So would you like to grab your bags? Okay, so for E36K, you wait for me for a while because I need to clear up something, then I'll bring you together. Okay? So the rest of the classes, you can follow your lecturers. Alright, so thank you and have a nice time over at the normally restricted to students area. Thank you. Hi there, how do you find this room?
Yeah, perfect.
Nice? Okay, perfect. But then what do you notice about the thing that you are playing right now?
The handle.
What about it?
Sweaty palm. We'll call sweaty palm. Like
Sweaty
so,
palm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So why is this a risk? Why? Okay, never mind, you think about it.
Balik eh.
Huh? You think about it. You think about it, Okay. Then what else?
Cause bacteria.
Okay, yes. Okay, what else?
Another risk is cause may cause soaking.
So Kimberly, why is this an issue?
It may cause injury.
Oh, okay. So poor thing. Okay.
Some people got baby then.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, you said that. Jadlyn, anything you identify over there, not Jadlyn?
I found out that this silicone spray.
Why?
This one like they don't have a cover, and it plays down here is very dangerous. Because like if let's say you breathe in, then one of 可能性叫我
Okay.
one possibility will cause cause cancer.
Okay lah, can. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? We have a group of people playing pool. So wait, before that, hi Sandy, how are you? Sandy, any issues you see here or not, Sandy? What about this?
When your leg walk right, you have to like
Huh?
knock onto this.
Oh, okay,
And
so
then
it's not
this-
safe
your
lah,
head
obstruction.
also.
Okay,
And now it's
okay, good point. Which one?
This one.
Okay, very good. Okay, so the people here playing pool, Arina, what do you notice over here? What's the issue? Do you notice anything here?
Close to each other.
What do you say?
The tables are
Too close to each other.
So
Then what will happen?
if the staff are playing both of the table, they might knock the stick to each other.
Oh, okay. Alright. Thank you very much. Hong Yi, do you notice anything there?
Actually, I found the seats is not stable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like shaky, so it's like very
Alright.
dangerous.
Okay, great. Thanks. Thank you very much. Hey, Sandy, you're here again. What do you notice here?
Dust accumulation.
Huh? Well, so dusty. What's the risk here?
You have itchy nose. Then
Okay.
trigger eczema also.
Okay, great. Thank you, everybody. All right, nice to see you sitting here. So, what risk do you identify in this room?
I found out that about the ceiling.
What about the ceiling? Where?
It's loose.
Loose. Okay. Where?
But over there.
Okay. So what's the issue here? What's the risk?
The risk is like, example, you are exercising and then the possibility of the ceiling will drop down.
Okay, and injure somebody while they are on the treadmill, right? Okay, so speaking of treadmill, Arina, hi there. I see you are running on the treadmill. So what do you notice about the treadmill? Any risk or not? Sorry?
It's too close to each other.
Okay, too close to each other. So what's the possible risk that may occur?
They might hit into each other.
Okay, so they might collide with each other. Thank you. Angeline, I see you are very comfortable on this equipment over here. Right? Very comfortable, So what's the risk here?
This two is too near to one another. So if I'm trying to
These
get
two
down,
ah?
right, then if someone is on top of it, right,
Uh-huh.
both of us might just bang into each other and fall.
Okay, great. Thank you. So hi, Jolene. I see you are doing something over there. So, and anything that you notice over here that might be an issue? Anything? Okay, what about this? Okay, so these things not placed properly. So what will happen if it's not placed properly?
Not against people's head.
Okay. Alright, thank you. What about this? Safe or not? Not so? Okay, yes.
So much this glove.
Okay. Thank you. Anna, I see you are in deep thought. What do you have to say about this piece of equipment?
Not properly done up, it broke and then they just use tape. So even though there is a maintenance sign here, people just think it's the chair that is the problem, not
Okay.
the string.
So there's this defect over here, but
Yeah.
is this a very good way of handling this defect?
No, because weights are very heavy and the tape will just break.
Okay.
So they should put this here
Okay,
instead
great
of
job.
putting it on the chair.
Thank you. Hi everyone. What do you notice over here?
I noticed
Ah.
that there's plastic and the
Oh, no.
sharp edges.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
my god. What if I like that like cok sendiri tengok cermin dia like sharp.
Oh no.
Right.
Oh, thanks for the sound effects. Excellent. Hey, hi, I see the two girls over here. You seem to be quite happy on the Bosu balls, huh? What is there any risk that you identify over here?
It's very near to the sharp edge.
Okay, so what may happen?
You bounce really, then you will hit until the sharp edges.
Okay, great, thank you. Anything else?
The behind that one.
Behind what about this thing?
They might hit the back.
Okay, so you might probably also hit this. You see this protruding thing right here, right? Okay, great. Okay, Francesca, do you notice anything here that you would like to point out?
The machines there are inside and out of the way, so you have to squeeze in, and if people are here, it's going to be dangerous, especially if the person on the treadmill starts to decides to stop, and then you just stop, and then they'll just collide into each other.
Okay, so the placement of the machines doesn't look very safe at all. Okay, thank you. It restricts movement. And who do we have here? Hi there. Hi, Diana. Anything you want to point out over here?
For
For which one?
Anything?
For the
Maybe
ball?
this one? Yeah. Should this be here now?
Actually, it should not be laying around because
Okay.
it might injure someone that's
Alright.
walking past by.
Okay.
Or the person that will dropping off from this equipment.
Okay.
So the right way to have this in a safety environment would be having a shelf and
Okay.
put it on top of it so that it won't lay around the gym.
Alright. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Okay, so thank you. Hi, Jolene. And hi, Uncle.
Hi.
What's the issue that you notice over here?
This belongs to the curtain one, right?
So
it's
what's the
like,
risk?
People might actually, like if the hand go in, right, then it might get trapped. Then when it's trapped and it's like unbalanced, right, it might fall and hit
might
into
fall and-
the window thing.
Okay, so this is not very safe,
Yeah,
isn't
not
it?
very safe. They shouldn't place on a platform.
Okay, shouldn't
Because
place
if they
on the
were to
platform.
fall, right, there will be an additional curb for them.
Okay.
Then they might bang into the other equipment.
Okay, excellent. Have you taken the photos of all of these?
Yes.
You need to take note. Okay, Sandy, anything that you want to that you want to talk about over here?
Hold back to this one.
No handle. So okay.
So if let's say you hold balance, then you hold.
Okay, excellent. All right, and Kim, anything you want to say about this place?
I think people will take off their shoe then put their leg inside, right?
Okay, so what happens?
Maybe like if a person have fungus infection, then like he put his leg inside, then the rest might get it after him.
Okay.
Like those who use the machine after him.
Okay, good point. Yes, hi. You seem to be very happy. All right. So what would you like to say about this place?
This table.
Okay, what about this
It's like
table?
invisible, especially for
Invisible.
people
Oh, okay. So yes, Arina, what do you have to say about this? Huh? Oh, okay. So that might happen, right? Because you can't really see because it's transparent. Okay. Okay, great job. How, Jadlin, anything there? Okay. How, Claire, anything you want to say? No? Anything over here? Jasmine? Okay.